You ain't gonna believe this. Man, shout out to the Beam team, man. Triple salute, man. Like I say, man, you ain't gonna believe this shit right here, man. Damn, boy. Hey, look, man. You know it's done been a minute. You know it was people that was asking them questions too, and it was people that was saying, "Well, yo, it got to be more than all this stuff right here. It got to be within the script. It got to be some paid actors. It got to be somebody that's behind the scene. It got to be a handler. It has to be a paymaster. It has to be somebody that's putting some money in carbonation, despite all of the fucking antics that we see every day at this gym jank." But man, listen to this right here. Now, how about the guy, that was pictured with Babaji, right? Check out the shit that took place. And we're going to get into an indefinite breakdown with the bust down too, all right?
Lexington doctor gets 15 years. Dean Allen Willoughby, who pleaded guilty to numerous counts of practicing medicine without a license, sexual abuse and other charges in May, was sentenced to 15 years in prison on Friday. Flanked by defense attorneys Scott Hayworth and Jim Lowry, Willoughby, a Mount Sterling resident and owner of a music publishing company, stood before Fayette Circuit Judge Pamela Goodwine. Willoughby's knees buckled when Goodwine told him his sentence. He was immediately placed in a court prisoner holdover room. Lexington police have said Willoughby, 45, posed as a doctor doing medical research and paid people, many of them homeless men, $50 each to examine their prostates, check for hernias and inject them with what they thought were vitamins. Some of the charges against him dated back to incidents that occurred as long ago as 1996, according to police. Willoughby had an office on Corporate Drive in Lexington, where men from the Catholic Action Center shelter and elsewhere were examined, according to police. According to investigators, Dr. Dean paid $20 to those who brought others to him to be examined. The case began unfolding early last year, and as it wore on, more and more charges were filed against Willoughby. He was indicted on 75 counts of practicing medicine without a license and sexual abuse. As part of a...
Oh my goodness, man.
Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Just a quick word.
At Chewy,
just,
we
just
know
a
every
quick
moment
word.
is...
Hold on, let me let them get their little article out right quick. Like I said, if you just came up in the building, like I say, man, we just discussing that $50 and that $50 that Babaji made real quick. That old boy told him, say, yeah, you let me go ahead and just check up in you. Let me stick my fingers and stuff up in you or whatever. I give you a old hot $50 or whatever. You know I'm good for it, right? And then Babaji made his way to the spot, and that's what we're going to get into right now. And you already know we got the play-by-play receipts on it all, so let's go, family.
Willoughby pleaded guilty in May to 15 counts of practicing medicine without a license, a felony, 6 counts of criminal attempt to practice medicine without a license, a misdemeanor, and 14 counts of third-degree sexual abuse, a misdemeanor. Hayworth asked for probation for Willoughby at Friday's sentencing, saying Willoughby had been in sex offender therapy for the past 18 months and was making progress. Hayworth said it was his understanding that his client would not be able to continue such therapy in a state prison. But Goodwine told Willoughby that his being in treatment did nothing for his victims. She said she disagreed to an extent with the claim that he would not have treatment available to him in prison. I believe, Mr. Willoughby, that the only way that this issue is going to be addressed is through imprisonment, the judge said. She said Willoughby's deceptiveness in dealing with those who became his victims and the fact that he was involved previously in a similar case in South Carolina weighed heavily on her sentencing decision.
South Carolina.
Goodwine sentenced Willoughby to 1 year in prison on each of the 15 felony counts of practicing medicine without a license, which are to run consecutively. She sentenced him to 1 year on each of the 6 criminal attempt to practice medicine counts, and 90 days in jail on each of the 14 sexual abuse counts. The sentences on the 20 misdemeanor counts, by law, must run concurrently with the felony counts. Todd Henson, a spokesman for the Kentucky Department of Corrections, said Willoughby must serve 20% of his sentence before he is eligible for parole. Assistant Fayette Commonwealth's Attorney Lou Anna Redcorn said Friday that police identified and interviewed at least 39 victims, and that evidence seized in the case indicated there were more victims.
Man, they interviewed 39 people, but they ain't interviewed Babaji, though. Babaji could have told them, like, what the hell was going on. Yeah, man, he could have helped a whole heap of people out, man. Willoughby was damn near taking advantage of people out there and stuff or whatever. Now, like I said, I think this might have been around the time when Babaji was talking about that he went to Job Corps. That's what I think this was. I don't think he went to no damn military. I think he went to the job corps. Yeah, he was into something a little strange out there or whatever, right? Because at that time, you already know when he was sitting up in the gym jank with the gym jack. Now, the article explains that Willoughby is not a doctor. He's not a doctor. So he just had, a part of his crib set up, and it appeared as if that, he was in a doctor's office and stuff like that. I said, damn. I'm like, so he done lured young Babaji there. He lured young Babaji there. He done gave him consent and said to go over there or whatever, right? Right, and then he took the bait, y'all. Babaji took the bait. He set up in there and then let that man, touch on him and all that stuff for a hot $50. Look at this, a hot $50. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. So it ain't had nothing to do with no porn stuff or whatever. It's just that this was a weirdo guy or whatever. I don't know how he met that weirdo guy or whatever, but that's when he was sitting up in the gym jank with the gym jank. Now you see how young that Babaji was looking back then and shit like that or whatever. Got the studs in his head. He got the Ja Rule studs in his head, shit, the whole damn time, right? Now, the doctor, when he was talking to Babaji, now, as you see within the article, you will have a better understanding of how it even got to this point right here. When he was all up in this jank, because it really looked like he was in the doctor's office. But here you go right here. And this the damn article right here of the man who posed as a Lexington doctor. He got 15 smackaroos, as they stated. Dean Allen Willoughby, who pleaded guilty to numerous counts of practicing medicine without a license, sexual abuse, and other charges in May, was sentenced to 15 years on Friday, flanked by defense attorneys Scott Hayworth and Jim Lowry. Willoughby, an Mount Sterling resident and owner of a music publishing company, stood before Fed Circuit Judge Pamela Goodwine. Willoughby's knees buckled when Goodwine told him his sentence. He was immediately placed in court prisoner holdover room. Lexington police have said that Willoughby, 45, posed as a doctor doing medical research and paid people, many of them homeless men, $50 each to examine their prostrates, check for hernias, and inject them with what they thought were vitamins. Some of the charges against him dated back to incidents that occurred as long ago as 1996, according to police. Willoughby had an office on Corporate Drive in Lexington where men from Catholic Action Center Shelter and elsewhere were examined, according to police. According to investigators, Dr. Dean paid $20 to those who brought others to him to be examined. Damn. The case began unfolding earlier last year as it wore on. More and more charges were filed against Willoughby. He was indicted on 75 counts of practicing medicine without a license and sexual abuse. As part of a plea deal, Willoughby pleaded guilty in May to 15 counts of practicing medicine without a license, a felony, 6 counts of criminal attempt to practice medicine without a license, a misdemeanor, and 14 counts of third-degree sexual abuse, a misdemeanor. Haywood asked for probation for Willoughby at Friday's sentencing, saying Willoughby had been in sex offender therapy for the past 18 months and was making progress. Hayworth said that it was his understanding that his client would not be able to continue such therapy in a state prison. But Goodwine told Willoughby that his being in treatment did nothing for his victims. She said she disagreed to an extent with the claim that he would not have treatment available to him in prison. Now, peep game now. Peep game. Goodwine sentenced Willoughby to 1 year in prison on each of the 15 felony counts of practicing medicine without a license, which are to run consecutively. She sentenced him to 1 year on each of the 6 criminal attempt to practice medicine counts and 90 days in jail on each of the 14 sexual abuse counts. The sentences on the 20 misdemeanor counts by law must run concurrently with the felony counts. Todd Henson, a spokesperson for the Kentucky Department of Corrections, said Willoughby must serve 20% of his sentence before he's eligible for parole. Now, Assistant Fed Commonwealth Attorney Luana Redcorn said Friday that police identified and interviewed at least 39 victims and that the evidence seized in the case indicated were more victims. Authorities were able to locate about 15 victims who could provide testimony against Willoughby as the case is wound down, she said. Goodwin's decision to incarcerate him is inappropriate based upon what he did, and that was to take advantage of people, Redcorn said. In 1994, Willoughby was arrested in Columbia, South Carolina for performing genital and rectal exams on men and women. In that case, Willoughby, who examined nearly 200 people, according to authorities, said he was conducting a steroid study at the University of South Carolina, like I told your ass. Willoughby, who was an assistant church pastor at the time, pleaded guilty to practicing medicine without a license, aggravated assault, and distributing a controlled substance. He served about 1 year of a 10-year sentence that had been suspended to 2 years, according to a former South Carolina prosecutor. Friday's sentencing included discussion of what should be done with medical supplies that police seized during their investigation into the local case. God told my boy, I told you. Boy, I told you. And you thought this wasn't to make it make sense network. Now, Friday's sentencing included discussion of what should be done with medical supplies. Hayworth asked that the packaged medical supplies be given to Southland Christian Church for a church program in which indigent people are provided with medical treatment. Redcorn said that she wanted the church to understand what the supplies were and where they had been. Even after 15 years, former South Carolina prosecutor Dick Arputulin still remembers the case of Dean Allen Willoughby as one of the weirdest he ever prosecuted. Willoughby was convicted in 1994 for passing himself off as a doctor and performing exams on indigent men and women. The case created a public health scare in Columbia, South Carolina, among the hundreds of patients he examined. This week, the dude said it was something to hear that Willoughby is now accused of similar crimes in Lexington, and that he may have begun performing exams in Kentucky as far back as 1996, soon after he was released from a South Carolina prison. So he got out of jail and started again immediately. The former prosecutor for Richland County, South Carolina, he said, I guess he didn't learn his lesson. Obviously, in the same month, 15 years later, it sort of makes you wonder what he was doing in between. Willoughby had an office where men from a Catholic Action Center shelter and elsewhere were brought and examined. Police alleged in a search warrant, recruiters were paid $20 for the referral. On Friday, a man who said he was seen by Willoughby between 1999 and 2005 told the Herald Leader that Willoughby would meet men at the Plasma Donation Center on Winchester Road and drive them to one of the 3 hotels nearby. That was apparently before Willoughby had the damn office. William Bennett and Willoughby told the men he was working on a University of Louisville research study on prostrates. In the room, he would instruct the men to disrobe and then check their vital signs. Then Willoughby would examine their genitals and perform a rectal exam. Bennett said Willoughby would also collect a semen sample. Got to, man. He wanted to examine the sperm count. Bennett questioned him about the procedures, but that's what the university wanted, was always the reply. In the early part of the decade, Willoughby was well known amongst homeless men throughout Lexington's east side, said Bennett, who was also homeless at the time. Several used the money to buy drugs. It was the money that kept him going back, Bennett said. At least that night, I knew I could lay down my head somewhere. Willoughby graduated with a music major from Ashland University in Indiana. After that, he enrolled twice at the University of Kentucky, but did not complete the semester either time, a university spokesman said. He went to Columbia, South Carolina in 1990 to work as an assistant pastor and began volunteering at a mission for homeless people where he performed simple medical tasks such as checking blood pressure. They found, and listen, in 94, authorities arrested him for performing genitalia and rectal exams. Now, this is when they found an exam room set up in his apartment and several new photographs of male genitalia. He had told some men that he was conducting a steroid study at the University of South Carolina. The arrest touched off a public health scare, as many people feared Willoughby injected them with possibly tainted equipment, infecting them with HIV or hepatitis. Okay, family. We here now. Okay, make it make sense, y'all. That's all I want y'all to do, man. Just make this thing make sense with Willoughby, man. That's all I need y'all to do right now. And if you ain't smashed that like button already, make sure that you do so, because I know it ain't that many haters in here that's just listening to the show this morning. Let me make sure I can get them likes up before we go any further. We only 16 minutes within the program, and I want to make sure that this quick video get within the recommended suggested videos on social media so people can know exactly who in the hell that this dude is that paid Babaji $50 to get up on that damn examination table. So I'm gonna wait for a second. Paid him that $50. I'm gonna mute up for a second, man. I'm gonna wait on y'all to smash that like button. I gotta get them likes up. We need this video out there, y'all. Okay, y'all a little shy this morning with all of this news that y'all are hearing about Mr. Willoughby. And like I said, Mr. Willoughby is, in fact, the guy that paid Babaji that hot $50. I don't know how many times he paid him that damn $50, man. But one damn thing about it, as I keep telling all y'all, man, this shit right here is cameo stranger than a motherfucker right here. Now, peep game. Now, on Friday, the Lexington Fed Health Department said there was no reason to be concerned about Willoughby's alleged actions from a public health standpoint. If a person who saw Willoughby was concerned, they should see a real doctor at the health department's clinic or elsewhere. And we know Babaji ain't going to do that. Now we know why he don't want to go do that shit. On Friday, they recalled watching Willoughby as he wept and wailed in court during his sentencing in late 1994. He was given a 10-year sentence, suspended to 2. He served about a year. That's all he served. Now, this is from the Gym Jank to the Gym Jank on that malephysical.com shit right here. And that's Willoughby right there up in his crib with Babaji. I guess they had already discussed everything that was going to go on and stuff like that or whatever at the time. You know what I'm saying? And the arrest touched off a public scares. Many people feared it. And Friday, they said, they say you need a psychiatric doctor to tell you why he would take pictures of male genitalia and put them on the wall, or what pleasure he would get out of performing rectal exams on other men. I don't quite get it, but he likes it because he continues to do it. Now, that's what they were saying about Willoughby in a recent article. Crazy as hell, if you ask me, yo. I'm like, damn, you just hooked up with any damn body, didn't you, Babaji? What the fuck? Yo, like, come on, man. And then, like, what was this, 1994? Say nearly 200 people were examined. What the fuck? In an apology in court, Willoughby said he attended college in Kentucky as a music major and wanted to go to medical school, but his recently widowed mother couldn't afford it. You see this shit right here? And when it went on down in South Carolina, say he worked for 3 months as an emergency room technician before he was called the pastor in Columbia, South Carolina. There he worked at a mission testing blood pressure and performing other minor tests. Boy, that motherfucker here, boy. Boy. What the fuck? People began calling him Dr. Willoughby, and I guess I believed it myself, he said. He also had an exam room in his apartment and prescription pads with his name. God told mine. That mother had the pad up in that motherfucker there. He had a whole examination room up in that motherfucker there. He ain't even playing no game. When people first became aware of Willoughby in January, a maintenance man looking to change the lights in his office found a naked man standing in the office with photography equipment nearby. He was in there butterball. That man was just doing his job, going in there to change the light. Willoughby had that man in there butt naked. He done forgot, boy. He had so many in there, he forgot. Willoughby ain't shit, boy. Boy, they need to throw him up under the jail, family. Man, hey, look at here, man. You got dudes just standing off in the office, butt ass nigga. He probably was in there with his hand covering his Gym Jank, got his arms crossed and shit, just standing there shaking. He didn't know what was going on. Now, you know, after the police got up in that joint, say they took trash from his home and found numerous pieces of medical waste, such as using syringe needles, tongue depressors, and swabs. God damn, what the fuck? Tongue suppressor, what the fuck? Yo, police also questioned some of the patients as they left the center. Some came from the Catholic Action Center, which I keep stating and putting emphasis on, and I will show you a picture of that Catholic Action Center as well. At least one patient appeared to be a juvenile. What? According to a search warrant. Police arrested Willoughby earlier this week, charging him with practice. And this is him right here. He go to Jake right here. Yeah. See how he was sitting up in there with that man reading them charges? That's him right there. That was up there, Babaji on that table. Look how he looking like he don't know what the fuck going on. You knew what the hell was going on, Willoughby. You knew exactly what the hell was going on. Then you sitting there looking like you don't know. You're actually scouting homeless men and you're giving them $50 so you can be able to perform. You know, you checking prostates and, you know, sticking your finger up in their booty hole and stuff or whatever. Like, yo, man, you knew what the fuck was going on, Willoughby. Come on, man. Don't try to make that shit seem like you ain't no family. Come on, man. Hey, look at this to make it make sense network. And it's crazy, right? Because it say when he appeared in this district court with his lawyer, Jim Lowry, that's the guy right there, you know, for charges of practicing medicine without a license in Lexington, Kentucky. You see that, right? Right. And that was in 2009. See what I'm saying? This mother got an outstanding damn history of doing this creep shit right here. That's how he got to this point right here. See, he became, around the time when he got at Babaji, he was already seasoned. The man had photo equipment, all type of shit, microphones. Oh, this motherfucker had, man, look at him, boy. Willoughby is a fool. This motherfucker had everything, man. He knew how to lure him to his crib. So, of course, you can see now about this person that y'all call a narcissist and shit or whatever. You can see what happened to him. You feel me? That's right. See, he was abused. I don't know why he was that in desperation for money. I don't know why it was just all about $50 where he allowed for a man to actually take his dignity, record it, put that shit online. Now, see, Willoughby knew they was going to catch up with his ass. He knew. Willoughby ass knew what the fuck was going on. You feel me, Big Jason? Big Jason, he knew. Hey, Jason, he knew. That motherfucker knew. That's right, Aurelia. That ain't nothing but the gatekeeper right there. And we're going to go over some more of them gatekeepers too. Like I say, you already know because the book, we already on what? Chapter 5 now. So, like I say, going even further in the paint, like I say, when Willoughby was in there with Babaji and they had all this shit right here going on or whatever, you see, he had been doing this practice right here. So he 50 now. We're going to call that motherfucker 50. That's all we call him. Hey, when you see Babaji, you call him 50. That's it. You call him 50. He the real 50. He the Ferrari. That's right. You call him 50 or Ferrari. Either one. I'm pretty sure that he'll respond to either one, 50 or Ferrari. Okay. Yeah. And then, like I say, I got some more additional receipts that I'm definitely gonna produce for you. And I'm gonna show you a little more about this guy, what he actually owns, what he's about, what he's affiliated with, and the whole damn nine, where that spot was, and then we'll actually take a look at the house where Babaji went to, and then he allowed for Mr. Willoughby to be touching all on him and stuff like that. Right. Now this shit is strange to me. Strange as hell. But now I see where all this music and shit come into play and shit or whatever. Now, as you can clearly see right here, and you already know, man, shout out to the Beam team, newsroom, number one motherfucking reporter out there. She already know. That's a big fact. Now, this is the spot right here. This is how we was able to track that ass down right here through Allen Publishing. This is a group incorporated right here. You see with the horses and stuff out there in Kentucky and the whole damn nine, right? Here's a few of the logos that Mr. Willoughby will be known by. And like I say, there is one that was actually on that porn gym jank too, that A&A. That A&A, that's his shit too. They go to voila. Voila. Know what I'm saying? Voila. You see what I'm saying? Now, who the hell going with somebody to go take an exam for $50? Oh, I'm gonna give you $50. Just let me look up in your butt a little bit and stuff like that. Who gonna be doing some shit like that? Look how the spot look any damn way. Man, ain't no motherfucking way. Hell no, man. You all out in the cut and everything out there, motherfucker, man. You went all the way out there in the cut for that fresh 50. What? You see, he go to the jank right here. Look, see, it's right there in the front. See the logo right there, don't you? See that Allen Publishing? You know his middle name is Allen. Dean Allen. See what I'm saying? There you go right there. Allen Publishing Group. That's the guy right there. See, he got it real nice up in there too. Got that old makeshift doctor office up in there. Shit, that motherfucker look nice up in there, man. Shit, you got nice shit you take care of. You feel? And that's the office right there. See, Allen Publishing. See, that's the reception office right there. Right back there would be the reception office. Yeah, boy, what? Man, that motherfucker had some change, did shit, he tricked Babaji up in there. All y'all women getting tricked and wanting to go over there. So look, you see how Mr. Allen tricked his ass over there? See, look at that. Got all type of shit. Shining bright and all that up in there. Got all type of equipment up in there. Look at that. Soundproof and everything. Got a old nice old studio, don't it? See, when you start to look deeper within the surface, as opposed to sitting around and waiting on them damn live streams, you learn something. See what I'm saying? That man got some nice equipment up in there, don't it? See that? See, that's what they be trying to keep you away from. See, they don't want you to come over here and find out what the hell really going on. No, boy, they'll say anything in the world to prevent you from finding out what the fuck going on. Right. Up there in this, up in the music zone. See, there you go right there. The handler of handlers, y'all. Ain't that some shit right there? Prada went up in there and got busy, as you can clearly see right there. You see that? You see it's highlighted. Dean Allen Willoughby. Now I'm gonna show you. See that Allen Publishing right there? See that Allen Publishing right there? Right. See the Allen, right? That's where they come from. That's how his ass got tracked the hell down right there. See? Same demonstration right there. That's how we got hot on the trail, man. Shout out to the Beam Team Newsroom. You already know what it is right here. Let's go, man. Fake doctor in trouble for giving male patients real ass exams. See this shit? 73 counts of practicing medicine without a license and third-degree sexual abuse. Damn. I'm telling you, boy, that hot 50, boy. Well, that fresh 50 will change a motherfucker mind, boy. That fresh 50 will make you get on your back and let a man just dig all up in you. 50 whole bucks. 50 whole bucks. And this what he be talking about when he talking about he was in the army and shit. That shit right around there where Cuz stay at. Right there, look. See that? There's a recruiting center right there. Right the fuck there. Right the fuck there. Man, you already know I had to take me a trip over there just so I could see it for what it's worth. You figured that? I went right around through there. I said, oh, word. So that's why he be talking about that military shit, huh? That's why he be talking about that military shit all the time. I'm like, man, you ain't been in no motherfucking military, dog. You was right around the corner from there. You probably went up there and talked to the scouts, like the people that try to get you to be in the, you feel me, honeydew? You probably goddamn went and talked to them and shit like that or whatever. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, you wasn't in no motherfucking military, dog. Stop playing games. And this is the spot right here where the mass majority of homeless people frequent, where they're actually fed. Great place right here, Catholic Action Center. But I will look deeper within Catholic Action Center. I'm actually going to give them a call and ask a few questions a little later today. But the thing about the Catholic Action Center, you know, this is where, as I said, homeless people frequent. You know, they were fed here. And this is how Dean was able to pick up clubfoot when his ass was homeless out there in Kentucky. Okay. You get it now, right? Okay. You see how people be standing out there in the whole nine? Right. Waiting to get fed. See, Babaji was a victim. So they let people sleep there in the whole damn nine. See, that woman right there got her shoes off and stuff. You know when it's hard and stuff. See, they feed people there. You might be down on your luck or whatever. You know, you can always go to the church, man. Shout out to the church, man. Hey, for real, man. The church is always fucking looking out. You see, they got Buddy a job right there. He helping out, sanitizing stuff. You know how it go, man. You can always tell it's one of those type of places because they'll have those leather couches. You know how people are, man. They sleep anywhere. They might have bed bugs and stuff. That's how we know what's going on. See, and here go the beds that they would lay out and stuff for you or whatever. See, this is the part of the lifestyle that Babaji's not talking about right here. I'm like, well, if you want this to be like, if you want me to, you know, fully, you know what I'm saying, cover this documentary, because I'm getting as many receipts as possible, because you did say it. You did say that, you know, like I'm the #1 reporter, right? You know, you talked about how much you like this channel and how great it is over here. And you had such a fun time when you tune in and stuff. I'm pretty sure you're tuning in this morning and you saying this motherfucker right here, food. But yeah, you go to beds and stuff. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with those beds. That one right there look dirty as hell. Look at that motherfucking mattress right there. That motherfucker dirty than a song bitch right there. And that's why I say, man, But anyway, like I say, going a little further within the paint, there are some of the beds with the blankets on it. And I do want to add that those are prison blankets, those thick blue blankets that are at the foot of the bed right there. Man, all this shit tying, man, within itself. All of it, man. Say Hayward asked that the packaged medical supplies be given to the Southland Christian Church. Hot damn. All the stuff that they didn't confiscate, they done gave it away to a church. All that, look at here. He had a prop medical office where he did examinations in that motherfucker, and they gave the rest of the instruments away. God, so man. Wow. That's terrible, man. You gotta just think about, you know what I'm saying, how hard that Babaji was on his time, man, to even let some shit like this even jump out. You go there, you let somebody just dig up in you and shit and all that. Man, that is fucking ridiculous, yo.
That's doctor gets 15 years. Dean Allen Willoughby, who pleaded guilty to numerous counts of practicing medicine without a license, sexual abuse, and other charges in May, was sentenced to 15 years in prison on Friday. Flanked by defense attorneys Scott Hayworth and Jim Lowry, Willoughby, a Mount Sterling resident and owner of a music publishing company, stood before Fayette Circuit Judge Pamela Goodwine. Willoughby's knees buckled when Goodwine told him his sentence. He was immediately placed in a court prisoner holdover room. Lexington police have said Willoughby, 45, posed as a doctor doing medical research and paid people, many of them homeless men, $50 each to examine their prostates, check for hernias, and inject them with what they thought were vitamins.
Whoa.
Some of the charges against him dated back to incidents that occurred as long ago.
What they thought was vitamins.
According to police, Willoughby had an office on Corporate Drive in Lexington, where men from the Catholic Action Center shelter and elsewhere were examined, according to police. According to investigators, Dr. Dean paid $20 to those who brought others to him to be examined. The case began unfolding early last year, and as it wore on, more and more charges were filed against Willoughby. He was indicted on 75 counts of practicing medicine without a license and sexual abuse. As part of a plea deal, Willoughby pleaded guilty in May to 15 counts of practicing medicine without a license, a felony, 6 counts of criminal attempt to practice medicine without a license, a misdemeanor, and 14 counts of third-degree sexual abuse, a misdemeanor. Hayworth asked for probation for Willoughby at Friday's sentencing, saying Willoughby had been in sex offender therapy for the past 18 months and was making progress. Hayworth said it was his understanding that his client would not be able to continue such therapy in a state prison. But Goodwine told Willoughby that his being in treatment did nothing for his victims. She said she disagreed to an extent with the claim that he would not have treatment available to him in prison. I believe, Mr. Willoughby, that the only way that this issue is going to be addressed is through imprisonment, the judge said. She said Willoughby's deceptiveness in dealing with those who became his victims and the fact that he was involved previously in a similar case in South Carolina weighed heavily on her sentencing decision. Goodwine sentenced Willoughby to 1 year in prison on each of the 15 felony counts of practicing medicine without a license, which are to run consecutively. She sentenced him to 1 year on each of the 6 criminal attempt to practice medicine counts, and 90 days in jail on each of the 14 sexual abuse counts. The sentences on the 20 misdemeanor counts, by law, must run concurrently with the felony counts. Todd Henson, a spokesman for the Kentucky Department of Corrections, said Willoughby must serve 20% of his sentence before he is eligible for parole. Assistant Fayette Commonwealth's attorney Lou Anna Redcorn said Friday that police identified and interviewed at least 39 victims, and that evidence seized in the case indicated there were more victims. Authorities were able to locate about 15 victims who could provide testimony against Willoughby as the case wound down, she said. Goodwine's decision to incarcerate him is appropriate based upon what he did, and that was to take advantage of people, Redcorn said. In 1994, Willoughby was arrested in Columbia, South Carolina, for performing genital and rectal exams on men and women. In that case, Willoughby, who examined nearly 200 people, according to authorities, said he was conducting a steroid study at the University of South Carolina. Willoughby, who was an assistant church pastor at the time, pleaded guilty to practicing medicine without a license, aggravated assault, and distributing a controlled substance. He served about 1 year of a 10-year sentence that had been suspended to 2 years, according to a former South Carolina prosecutor. Friday's sentencing included discussion of what should be done with medical supplies that police seized during their investigation into the local case. Hayworth asked that the packaged medical supplies be given to Southland Christian Church for a church program in which indigent people are provided with medical treatment. Redcorn said she wanted the church to understand what the supplies were and where they had been.
Next article.
I keep telling y'all, man, over and over again, man, that this wormhole, man, this rabbit hole, man, this thing go deeper than what a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, actually think. I'm dead serious, man. Open panel, man. If anybody need to call in, I'm gonna drop the link, man. If not, man, I'm gonna step away on this thing, man. I just wanted to show y'all what was good with all this, man. Like this shit is crazy, man. But now I get it. Now all of the, you know, the steroids, the big hips and all that shit and all that. I get it now. Now I can understand why he had a particular problem with a certain person that was talking about him on social media, that was covering him, that talked to the family. You know what I'm saying, to his wife. Now I get it why he ain't want to deal with that South Carolina thing altogether. I get all this shit right here now. See, remember when I told you guys before, I was like, yo, when we start going hard in the paint, when we start getting deep, when they start making the attempt to attack me, see, the attempt is to keep me from being able to expose this motherfucking shit. And we are well underway. We well underway because it's another money person that I'm looking at too. I just ain't had the time to take it to the damn newsroom and have a discussion in the newsroom and see which way that we gonna go with this thing right here. I'm floored right now, y'all. Like I'm dead fucking serious, man, because I peeped the shit, and when I peeped it, I just was like, now I know ain't no motherfucking way. I was like, yo, ain't no motherfucking way that Babaji motherfucking ass got paid 50 smackaroos, just $50. He got paid $50. I was like, no way in the world did he allow this man to do this shit right here for $50. Because if you notice throughout the confines of those articles that they spoke very adamantly, they were, you know, specifying that the men were in fact homeless, and that this guy, you know what I'm saying, would make his way, you know, to that church, you know, to that center where people, you know what I'm saying, would get something to eat. You feel what I'm saying? Right? He straight up took advantage. God almighty, boy, this shit right here don't make no fucking sense. This shit don't make no fucking sense, man. Then I just seen on Granny page say Nature Boy been crying and everything out this motherfucker. He done made a tour all the way on social media. I don't know what he crying for. Shit, we ain't the one that did this shit. He did it. I just report this stuff. Motherfuckers just get mad at me because I be talking about it. I wouldn't give a fuck who got mad. I'm gonna still talk about this shit. That nigga can be live, man. That motherfucker can be on the goddamn. Look at here, man. That motherfucker can be live on 60 Minutes. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? We're gonna continue to run this show efficiently, and I'm telling y'all, we're gonna see the demise of this shit over here. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. And I know that it's getting close, man. Every time when I got these type of feelings right here, boy, I ain't never motherfucking wrong. I ain't never wrong about it. I can feel it right now. Yeah, man. Somebody get ready to crack, boy. Somebody get ready to crumble. Yeah, because see, the first thing that we heard of anybody that had any affiliation or anybody that had anything to do with anything was Mike Brown. Excuse me, we left it at the Mike Brown thing. You already know young Pharaoh motherfucking smashed his ass out. Hell yeah, Pharaoh motherfucking revealed everything that had to do with motherfucking Mike Brown. You figured there. Right, so he couldn't escape that shit right there. He couldn't run from that shit right there. Now this shit right here, I want to see how he gonna try to maneuver up out of this shit, knowing that man done played up in his booty hole for that whole $50 right there. I'm like, damn, dude. And you got chicks that be getting down in the club, man. They don't even go for the fresh 50 like that. Like, damn. You remember like a couple years ago when the status was $40? You know, everybody, yo, let me get $40. Let me get $40. Let me get $40. Like now, but Babaji got 50. That's on the status of a person that's giving out plasma, right? Ain't that the plasma status? When you going hard for the 50? You know, when you do the plasma, it's all about that 50. I done heard mad people talk about that 50. Motherfuckers be lined up and shit. Motherfuckers be getting ready in the morning and shit. Niggas drinking water in the whole day. Like, where you going to work? Nah, I'm going to get out some plasma. What the fuck? Yeah, man. I'm like, yo, you could have did anything, man. You could have went to a day labor, anything. I used to work at the day labor, man, for like a year and a half. I used to get that fresh 50. Man, what? Shit, I go work and do anything for that 50. We had one time was hard. I ain't had no transportation either. Shit was jacked up and the jobs was slim. Hell yeah, I used to work like a motherfucker for that $50. That's how I got a couple jobs just from working from the day labor. People seeing how I worked and was like, yo, we're gonna go ahead and hire your ass. Like, well, how long can you work with us type of shit? Now, him on the other hand, you gotta think about it. This dude was an ex-barber, so he already had the barber skills. So why he just didn't say, well, fuck it, I'm gonna move to the jungle and just cut Migo them hair. Fuck it. I'm gonna move to the jungle and I'm gonna cut Migo them hair. I'm gonna give him temper tables and all that shit. For the life of me, I can't figure it out. I'm like, you don't have no excuse not to be out here getting money. You got a skill. And the dude can cut hair good as a motherfucker, yo. He don't be cutting their hair good, but you know, from the earlier pictures that I seen, yeah, he went hard as fuck. So I'm like, it's no reason whatsoever that Nature Boy should be broke or asking anybody for anything. But now we see how the habit started. See, this was before the cash apps. This was before him asking people to donate and stuff like this. This was way, look here, man. This was way before that. Ain't nobody know about Dean. Ain't nobody know about Dean. They're one of the haters. I think they was looking for videos about Dean and stuff or whatever. Yeah, I didn't want to go as far as be, putting his whole name in the video and all that shit. But yeah, anybody be able to find that right there. If they want all them damn receipts on Dean, like I say, you got my permission to use this damn video. We're gonna make sure that we continue to get this message out here. I wouldn't give a damn who used the motherfucking video. Long they get them damn receipts on Dean, I'm all the way to the good. Share the shit up out that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if you somebody don't even like me. Share the shit up out that video. Share that damn video. Hell yeah, because he gonna lie any damn way. He gonna try to lie his way up out of it. No, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. This was when this and this. No, motherfucker, we done seen your ass. We done seen your ass. That's right. You can't get away from this one right here. That's why I say when I look here, I had to take a walk on that thing this morning. I say, hold on. Is this shit real right now? I start thinking about all them times when Dr. Aurelia and Dr. Pat, they be in here talking about Nature Boy got a handler and shit like that. I'm like, is this the motherfucking is this the handler? Man, I had to walk on that motherfucking shit. I was like, man, hold on for a second. I was like, yo, man, this shit ain't right, yo. This shit ain't right here, yo.
I be going in already. As you already know, I want to bring this to y'all. It's going to be a short upload right here. But we definitely going to take a look at the handlers today. We're going to look at Clubfoot's handler. The dude that Clubfoot was with in that video, when he was on his back, when he let that man put his finger in his butt. Yeah, we're going to go over that shit right there today. And like I say, being that it's this damn early, I'm going to hold off a little bit because I don't want to present this information and people not be ready for it. But like I say, when it come down to $50, a person will pretty much do any motherfucking thing for $50, y'all. That's all it took was $50. Nature Boy to get up on that table and let that man put his fingers in his butt. Boy, this shit is crazy as hell, yo. And the funny thing about it is, for quite some time, I know he knew that the video was going to surface, but what I think that he didn't know was that the person that was in the video, I don't think that he thought that that person was going to be revealed.
Uh-huh.
But now that that person is revealed, now that I know who that person is, we're going to make sure that we put that all the way on Beam.
Hell yeah.
Because like I say, it's done been, 10 years after the fact. I think when he got at Babaji, that might have been around 2010, 2011, something like that or whatever. But the dude got arrested. He got arrested in 94. So in 1994, when the dude got arrested, he got arrested, for playing, like he was a doctor. And when he got arrested for playing like he was a doctor, he moved. And this is what got me, listen, right? This is what had me hot on the trail right here. Because when he got arrested in the next spot, right, they was explaining all of the stuff that he did, all of the people that was affected. And it said that You know, it might have been, you know, over 100 people that came to him and let him inject him, let him shoot whatever the hell.
Over 100 people came. Think about that for a second, y'all. Over 100 people came. He done shared needles. He shared needles with these botch examinations that he done gave out. Think about the number of people that have been infected. Think about, you know, the possibility of people who are in fact sicker than a motherfucker right now. Don't know why they sicker than a motherfucker. These same people at one time that went there for that botch ass physical exam and shit and all that or whatever, man, they could be working any damn way. They might be working at Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Burger King, any damn where, fixing food. Yeah, sweat dropping all on the burger, on the fries and shit. Motherfuckers eating it and shit. Like, this shit is fucked up, bro. This shit always fucked up, right? That's why I say, man, you can't put nothing past Babaji, man. You can't put nothing past. Oh, what's up, man? What up with it? One time with the one time. One time with the one time.
What's up?
What's going on with it? All right. What's up, yo?
Just wanted to holler at you, man. Let you know. Hey, just want to let you know, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate what you're doing, man. Putting this nigga on blast and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I just want to check in. I haven't been on for a while, man. I haven't been calling you for a minute. I just want to let you know what I'm saying? Let bygones be bygones and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And just checking you out, man. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
support. That's all it is.
That's what's up. Like I say, ain't no problem. You already know, man. You come through with the comfort, man. Yeah, we ain't tripping over here, nothing like that, man. The emphasis is on him. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't beefing with you or nobody else. I'm beefing with this nigga. I'm gonna beef with this nigga till the casket drop. So we gonna make sure we find out everything they got to do with this stuff right here. Now, what you think about good old Dean? What you think about old Dean Allen? Babaji's handler.
Man, I don't know what's going on with that, man. You know what I'm saying? I saw what old boy. You know, I like I said, I don't know what's been going on recently. What I'm saying, but I saw what you were saying about old boy, about the doctor that stuck his finger up his booty hole and whatnot.
Yeah, but, that's Dean.
You know,
that's Dean.
He looked really young in that video, man. You know what I'm saying?
He did look young, didn't he? That's why I say, and when he was arrested, they said that it was some minors that was in contact with Dean as well. Yeah, they did say that in that article. Okay, word. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the brother connection. I already know, man. The Wi-Fi is jacked up every damn way. Everywhere Wi-Fi jacked up. That's why I'm limited what I can do right now, but it is what it is. And we're gonna still keep this heat on Dean. Shout out to Jason for coming through. Like I say, for the people that's tuning in, that was in the early portion of the live stream. The guy that is on the screen right now is Dean Allen Willoughby. Dean Allen Willoughby is the actual guy, you feel me, that performed the botch physical examinations, the one slated what Babaji was seeing in the video with, the same video that people was talking about, you know, over and over and over again, you know, a video that no one wants to show, no one wants to see, that dumbass shit, you feel what I'm saying? But it kind of, you know, sheds light on everything now and how he got in such a situation, you feel me? Now, we don't know the exact date when Babaji actually was around Dean, but what we can tell is that a lot of the things, you know, that was said about Dean, all the way from the studio equipment, him being, you know, a music producer, him having a studio, him being in film and photography, of course you can see on how many of those things rubbed off on Babaji. I'm trying to tell you, yo, this is, hey, look at modesty. You ain't even got to tell me. That's why I don't be tripping off for everybody to make a video about me. Shout out to you too and all of the free promotion. We'll continue to expose Babaji, okay? They'll just bring other people over here and they'll just get this work on Babaji. That's what it's supposed to be about, right? We don't supposed to be out here beefing no damn way. But back to Babaji, my fucking ass, and they, man, shit. I'm sure that you guys have tuned into thus far, but of course you can see what it is. You see, I need to refresh up. Oh no, I'm to the clear. I just tuned in. I'm listening to myself. Yeah, we to the good, coach. I appreciate it. But when it comes down to handlers and people who actually have their hands behind the scene, I'm pretty sure that there's not one person that's up in the building that can refute and say that Dean is not one. In fact, one of those people. I'm telling you that Dean is one of them damn people, man. That's why I told. That's why I was out here walking. Look, that's why I was walking around and shit. I was walking around and shit earlier this morning. I said, man, hold up for a minute. I say, hold up, man. I say, man, there's no way whatsoever that this could be going on right now at this point. Okay, pardon me, family. I had to refresh up for a second, but yeah, when I came across it, I couldn't even believe it, man. And the reason I couldn't believe it because, like I say, for quite some time, man, there's been a lot of people that have been talking about this. People was even wondering how it even got to that point, where an adult, where a grown man, would even let another man do some stuff like that to him or whatever. People can clearly see, like within those photos, Babaji was extra super crispy young. Yeah, he was young. So I don't know what got him to that, to that point or whatever. I don't know what his situation was like. Undoubtedly, he had to be down on his luck to do some stuff like that. I just don't know too many people that's just gonna just willingly agree, to something like that. Just letting somebody do something like that to you. But I guess, what I'm saying, with all that studio equipment and stuff, yeah, that studio equipment might have did it, man. Yeah, he must have told him like that he was big. He was big in the game. He might have promised Babaji some stuff. He probably said, yeah, you'll be a star or whatever. I'm like, damn.
Was up inside of the bodies of the people. And the people that he was actually getting, right, were all homeless people. It was all homeless people, y'all. That's right. So around the time, I'm guessing that when Eligio lied and said that he went to the military, now I think he was in Job Corps. I think he was in Job Corps in Kentucky. And when he was in that Job Corps joint, I think his situation might have went the other way. He was drinking, smoking, doing all type of shit or whatever. And then that dude was the one that he met. So I guess that dude told him like, yo, I give you $50. You let me play up in your dookie shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then that's the way that it went. But like I say, we're going to go into that right there on the live stream, man, because it's crazy as hell. How people be out here playing and shit, man. They be out here playing. 1 minute they the Messiah.
You know what I'm saying?
The next minute they a thug, they a gangster and all this stuff or whatever.
I still haven't understood that yet. I'm like, why is you out here playing this stuff, man? And we see what Dean done did to you, man. You might well come on out with that thing right there. You might well do the
when you let
he might as well do the real nigga moment about Dean. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga moment about Dean. You know what I'm saying? And how Dean took that thing or whatever. Because I'm like, damn, dude, you talk about all this other shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Booty hole pop you and stuff like that or whatever. That kind of take away from all that gangster stuff that you're talking about. And then when you got a guy, that's posing as a damn doctor, got this medical equipment. This guy's also a publisher. This guy's also a director. This guy had a set that was inside of his crib. It was like one of the rooms inside of his house. He made it look like it was a doctor's office where you give physical exams. Now, Nature Boy done went all the way to this dude's crib and then let this dude perform on him. Now, I'm going to show you all this shit this morning. I'm going to make sure we go over all that. And the only reason why I ain't live on YouTube right now, just to be able to break this shit down, is because it's too fucking early. If it wasn't early like this, man, we'll be getting it right now. My coffee's still fucking steaming. Hopefully it ain't got too cold yet. But yeah, boy, we got a lot of coffee today. Not tea, but coffee. We got a lot of damn coffee.
A lot of coffee.
People that, you know, that seen that video or people that heard about that video. Like I said, it won't be no more questions after the day what the motive was behind all of this stuff right here. Now I'm gonna be taking a closer look before that I go live at the attorneys that was actually involved with this case, whether it was a public defender or not.
And I already have the attorneys. I'll have them on a formal presentation because I'm thinking my next live stream, we're going to be going like, man, we're going all over the place, y'all. We're going all over the place because we got another issue, another situation, man, that has broke, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to have to look at as well. And I think I will do that on a whole different live stream, but I want to share something else with you guys as well before that we flood up out of the building. But it's crazy, man. And like I say, Babaji has been reported to have been crying, and I don't know what the crying is about, because I'm saying I've been seeing him making his way around YouTube and on everybody panel and shit like that or whatever. You know, it'll be his time to come over here shortly. He'll be back. He'll probably want to talk about Dean and stuff or whatever, and you know, kind of, you know, address all that stuff right there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, you already know how that shit right there go, man. And then I didn't even get to those pictures the other day. My bad about that thing to the thing. But the post was on the Instagram, Jim Jank, and you already know, you know what I'm saying, one of my main sources that I go to. If it ain't Nation Report or Spice Girl, you already know I'll be going over there and I'll be looking at Grand page. So let me go ahead and throw this one up in here, because I already know y'all gonna want to talk about that right there later on. I already know. Yeah, man, the pictures have surfaced when they was on that damn beach. Look at that background right there, that same background I spent all that damn time looking for, and they ain't there, and that ain't it. And that's the same damn background right there. Exact same demonstration. Out there with them towels on, out there all wet and stuff. Look at that. Oh, out there doing it big. What they doing it big out that thing? What? So she got that leg bent, don't you? That was one of them moments right there, boy. What you talking about, boy? Especially when you go out there on that beach, boy. You know what I'm saying? You had some good times, man. Those are some memories worth taking photos of. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't it? Ain't it, Queso? Ain't it, man? You know that's one of them times right there. But yeah, anyway. But like I say though, yeah, man, there's been a lot of shit, man, that's done developed over the past few days. And like I say, this morning, you know, we do have an upload, you know what I'm saying, from the Melanated Mystic. I don't know what's on the Melanated Mystic's mind. I don't know what the hell is going on with him, but he seems to be feeling some kind of way right now. You know, I guess he, you know, from his tour and stuff that he had or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if all that stuff wore off on him or whatnot. You know, he might have to go on somebody else's panel now. He probably ain't got it all out yet or whatever. But yeah, this is the latest from the Messiah right here.
I forgive. I love. I forgive and I love.
He say he forgive and he love, y'all. That's how the Messiah feel about all this stuff out here. He forgive and he love, y'all. So it is what it is. I don't know what's gonna come out of that right there. Let me take a look right quick. Let me look and see. I don't know what's gonna come out of this one right here, man. He might be out here crying his heart out today. Yeah, this might be one of the days, man, where he like, yo, man, let me see if I can get some people to forgive me, you know, for all of the wrong that I've done. Let me look and see. I might have to go over to my, let me go to my app right quick and we'll slide right over there, see what Babaji got going on. Yeah, man, he feeling sad and shit. That's what it is. Hey, man, it be like that, man, especially when you do stuff that you're not proud of. You know, I don't know a person who wouldn't be ashamed of those things, especially when people find out about those things, man. Like I say, it's a lot of strange behavior out here, man. A lot of strange stuff going on. A lot of strange stuff, man. I say for a long time, I would wonder, man, what was going on with that situation right there. I was thinking, I was like, yo, what is the deal? You know, I'm like, damn, was it that bad? Now I see it. It really was that bad. Yeah, it really was that fucking bad, man. Yeah, when you let somebody do some stuff like that to you, that means you just don't care. You don't. Hey, look here. Fuck the future. Forget if someone finds out. It doesn't matter. Years later, if I'm spoken on, none of that stuff right there matters at all. None of it matters, y'all. None of it matters, y'all. That's my fucking word. So let me look and see, because the melanated mystic is still in his robe. He's still in his robe. He's still doing his thing. Yeah, we got time to catch him. Let me look and see what he's doing over here. He's sad about something, a mad one, or pissed off. One of y'all did something, or ain't showing enough attention or something. Whatever that the case is, man, we'll see what's going on over here. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with the melanated mystic. The melanated mystic.
Consciousness of you.
Look at it. The cycle of consciousness. Look at it. The cycle of consciousness.
We were in dark ages, and we're coming out. We created a world of misunderstanding, and and look, what is the result of misunderstanding? Boom, destruction. So it will destroy itself. Okay, we're in the process of that now. Here you are in the greatest time, in the version of yourself that's here to read.
Boy, we are doing an outstanding job. Look at his views right now, boy. We are doing an outstanding job over here. I want everybody that's tuning in right now to put a 1 off in the chat, man. That'll be a representation for you putting a pat on your back right now, boy. We got him, y'all. We got him, y'all.
Eventually,
that's what's up. We got him, boy.
After we're in heaven for 1,000 years.
Look at him. Look at his energy draining now, boy. It's draining.
It's 1,000 years. It's so good it becomes bad.
That's so crazy.
Why not? This is the game of life. This is existence. Nothing means nothing. You're just here to experience it. We just happen to be here during a transition.
He nervous, boy. He nervous.
Or what would you call you, right? Your ego. You're in the ego, and you're on this team, and we're like, yeah, fuck the other side.
Oh.
The other side is you too, nigga.
You're right.
It's all you. Fuck the other side. Fuck them niggas over there. Babylon. Fuck Babylon. Motherfuckers.
Look at him.
It's your lower self, man. That's your lower self.
It's your lower self. Man.
It's a cycle. So this is why the great philosopher Solomon says life is meaningless. It is a blowing in the wind. What good can you do? It is what it's going to be. So, but you got a pure heart. You're indigo kids, right? The indigo children. You here to bring in the new world. Look at all these people outside of nature against the system. They're like, man, fuck this. Let's just live in harmony and smoke weed and be Bob Marley.
He is unhinged right now. You can tell he owns something.
No, that we're going.
He owns something. Look at him.
Of the golden age. Because people care about the trees. We care about the birds and the bees. Because we have this consciousness that's come over us. I'm aware. I'm awoke. Right. So all you can do.
That nigga teeth hit that damn fork.
Is enjoy life and be you.
I'm so hungry.
Embrace yourself.
Embrace yourself, huh?
Embrace yourself. Study yourself.
Got it going on, don't it?
You want confidence? Go into astrology. Study yourself on all levels.
You ain't think a damn thing about astrology when you were fucking with Dean Allen, did you? When you mess with Mr. Willoughby, Mr. Willoughby did you in, boy. He got your mind on lock now. That's why you be wanting to hit them girls in the dookie shoot.
Because it's you.
That's all that is. See, Mr. Willoughby turned you out.
It's not what the mirror thinks, it's what you think about yourself.
Shit.
And Lil Wayne said that. I don't want
And Clay Davis on that.
to
Shit.
No, because it's not. I don't know.
Nah. So reality can't tell you who you are,
Shit.
but then it can. You tell you who you are. Who do
Shit.
you believe you are? Are you convinced enough not to give a fuck about what other people say about you?
You didn't care when you were fucking with Dean.
Well, you better work on your confidence. You better work on study. The more you study yourself, the more you know yourself, the more other people's opinions about you mean.
Shit.
The more I know myself, the more I embrace myself, the more I embrace my ego, the more I expand my ego, the more I come into my ego,
Shit.
the more I realize, like, yo, I'm that nigga. Like, I'm that. First of all, I'm that nigga because this is my dream. No one's greater than me. No one's greater than you because this is your dream.
Oh God.
Could you imagine that you're imagining this reality? Like, I'm talking to you, but I'm you. I'm just subconscious talking to you. I'm just a version of what you imagining.
Yeah, V, I think it's a coke high.
Fuck,
I think he on that coke.
dreaming.
I think he probably sniffed just a little taste of.
When you realize, yo,
Yeah, the views is down.
this is my dream. Yo, this shit about to go the way I say it's gonna go. Hold up, I'm about to focus my mind. And here's it. Oh, we about to go deep. Oh, I done caught another one. I'm about to focus my mind so deeply on what I want
At 50.
that I'm gonna manifest it. But be
50.
careful what you ask for. Because the more you ask for, the more the price is. And I'm not talking money.
50.
I'm talking patience. Sometimes you want a lover. You want your soulmate, right? You want your soulmate. Who want to meet their soulmate? Raise your hand. I want to meet my one. I want the soul. I want my soul. You want your soulmate? Yeah. We want our soulmate. That's going to cost you. Yeah. Now, you want somebody that loves you unconditionally? That's going to cost you. Know how much it's going to cost you? It's cosmic currency, baby. Now you're talking my language. You want your soulmate? Okay, this is what you're going to have to do.
Cosmic currency.
Someone that loves you no matter what. You want someone that loves you unconditionally. But you don't love yourself unconditionally.
50.
Can you attract someone to you that you're not? You can't. You gotta love you unconditionally first. You gotta do things that say, I love myself unconditionally.
Wow.
You gotta forgive yourself. You gotta be like, yo, I don't care what I did wrong, I'm loved. And you gotta move like that. When you start moving like that, guess what? You become the vibrational match from your soulmate.
Man, all of this stuff that he's saying, we all know that it's some mumbo jumbo. Shout out to Mayo that's over there in the chat. But we already know that this is some mumbo jumbo. I just want you to see how he be breaking down, man. See, he be wrestling and fighting with demons and shit in his sleep, man. That's why he wake up and do shit like this. He got a damn motel robe on and shit, sitting up in the Airbnb, eating some damn food they done scraped up and shit or whatever, sitting here talking, trying to take away from the fucking fact of on what we all fucking know. Whether you like me or not, it's the damn truth. 50.
Yo, that's the ultimate truth, is that there's no separation.
50.
You're stuck in your ego and your traumas, and you're saying this happened to me and this happened to me, so I don't deserve this, and this is why I'm like this, and it's because of your perception.
50.
Once you realize, this is why people go do ayahuasca, they try to go heal, and they call it medicine, because the medicine shows you like, oh shit, that was me. Why did that happen? Because of my own karma. That needed to happen to make me like this. Oh, okay, I see why. Once you see why, you're released. Oh,
50.
You're grateful.
It's pee in the ocean.
50. 50.
Water under a bridge.
50.
It's nothing.
50.
There's no trauma. What trauma?
50.
There's no trauma.
50.
It's all perspective.
50.
Okay, now that I have the most high perspective, now I can forgive them. I can forgive myself. I can release all my traumas and my pains, and I can live in a way that heightens my frequency to the point that I start giving myself the best.
50.
I start having standards. See,
50.
that's the thing. When you got low self-esteem, you accept the first thing that comes that likes you, and the first thing that likes you is not for you. So the universe sends you somebody.
Well, y'all ain't shit,
just
boy.
to see.
Hey, none of this. Y'all ain't
Somebody,
shit.
oh, the guy's gonna be beautiful. He's gonna look handsome. He's gonna do this.
50.
He's gonna be able to love you. And the only way you're gonna get the real guy is you got 3 guys. You're 3 guys away from getting the real guy.
50. That's all it is. I'm telling you, it's 50.
You're 3 guys away from getting the right guy. Right? And
Somebody put $50 the real infected. Boy, look. Somebody need to go over there and put that 50 in the chat, boy. 50.
Fantasies on people. All we looking for is the perfect candidate.
50.
You the perfect candidate? Okay, cool. Yeah, this person's gonna be my husband. This person's gonna be my lover. This
Oh,
person is-
God.
And you put expectations and you create a character about this person that's not real. And guess what? They start showing you signs that they're not that person.
Man.
But guess what? You turn a blind eye to it. You're not loving yourself. So this is the price. So this is definitely not the guy for you. This is the fucking
shout out to Mayo.
Kiss to get your prince.
50.
Hey, in order for you to receive that, you have to have that self-love enough to have those standards to be like, I love myself more than you're able to love me. You're not able to love me to the standard I love myself, so I gotta let you go. Right? There's no hard feelings.
He
I
gone,
love myself
man.
more than you're
He
able
gone.
to love me from within the frequency or the vibration or the stage or the phase you are in your life. And that's fine. One day you will elevate high enough, but you're not for me right now. Because I love myself too much to deal with a person that would ever do that to me. So
like I say, you let Dean do it. I can't say about, you know what I'm saying, other people and what you let other people do. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact that you let Dean do that shit. And that's why we over here talking about this, because this is fucked up. You know, like I say, if a person was going to get a physical exam, I understand that right there. I get that. There goes somebody put it in the chat. Dean Allen Willoughby. Look at that 50. Somebody else put that. Look at that 50. Look at them 50s over there in the chat.
I know
they put in 50s in the chat, y'all. Yeah, straight 50.
Currency says that there's a price for everything you desire. And you have to have the characteristics, not the money, the characteristics that it takes in the universe to gain that object that you desire. If it's money, it's characteristics to get the money.
Man, BGF, I don't even know, my brother. That's the thing. Look at D Griffin. D Griffin says she need that 50.
All those things cost.
Shout out to BGF, yo.
That you're blessed with more than others. Some people are more optimistic than others. Some people have lower self-esteem. Some have higher self-esteem.
Damn, yo. So he was ahead of his time. He was more than these $40 hoes.
We need to do in our lives.
Oh my God, they killing that 50.
Existence is to learn how to control your environment so that you can create heaven right here. There is no heaven in the afterlife.
Cynthia Scott, $50 is what he received from Dean Allen Willoughby for Dean Allen Willoughby to stick his finger up his rectum. Yeah, that's what happened. That's where the 50 comes from. So we're all over here, you know, with the 50. This is the 50 chat. You feel me? Sort of like the new era 5950s, but this is the 50 chat right here. Okay, number real ones, but we dropped the 50s over here. Okay.
Tell you ready? It's a big secret. You ready? Come in, everybody. Come in real quick. Come in. I gotta tell you a secret. Come in. Come in. You ready?
Come here. Doctor paid him 50.
Earth is not a planet. It's not a planet. It's an interface for all the planets. Everything you see out there is already here. You're on Mars, man. You can't get to Mars. You're on Venus. It's all here. Those are just projections of what's here. As above, so below. You're already on Mars. You're already on Venus.
You got that 50.
Right here.
Man,
all of the planets,
I know all that shit that he's saying right now. The only thing that you can think while you over in this chat is about that damn 50.
Interface.
It don't make a damn what he said at this point.
Living
it's just all about that 50.
Or in the universe. You will never hear that nowhere. But you knew that. I just here to remind you. You are living in the universe.
They putting them 50s over there hard, boy. True, them don't even know about that 50. They don't know nothing about that 50.
It's a projection. Everything that you see is like pop, 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 pop. And you are the source of it all. Like a projector, your DNA, your body, everything is streaming from your mind. Everything is pop, pop, pop.
He gone, man.
Pop, 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 being projected from your mind. Even people, you're walking around in a projection. That's why you can't see your face. You are in the projection. You're in a simulation of your mind. And this is the universe. These are all the planets. This is why you have astrology and you have all the planets within you. The earth is an interface. Yeah? Yeah. It's like the internet. And I explained to him where we're located.
Shout out to Mo Better dropping that 50 over in the chat.
It's a profile. It's like a Facebook page.
That's the only reason the numbers going up because people run over there dropping that 50.
Facebook does not.
You keep dropping that motherfucker on. We know the truth over here.
It's being.
We don't wait on the live stream. I'm just streaming this so y'all can hear this dumb ass shit.
I am not in your phone. I'm being projected through your phone. This body is a projection of your mind.
Raylina, that nigga right over went crazy.
Phones happen to be the interface that allows, or the phone is like the body, but the software is the interface. The internet is the interface of all of these different computers.
Ah, damn. What's up, Ash?
Which we would call planets. Instagram is a planet. Facebook's a planet, right?
That fresh 50 a planet.
You have on your phone.
That fresh 50 a planet.
Mini.
50 minutes.
You get
drop and give me 50. Drop it, give me, drop it.
Instagram is a planet. Facebook is a planet. Your phone is the
50 book.
You see how that works? And it's all being interfaced through the internet. So Earth is like the internet. And we're streaming from the universe, your mind, via DNA, is being streamed through the simulation that you live in.
Oh, wow.
Fucking dope as shit. And everybody you talk to is different
Dasha?
versions of yourself. We could just call them apps.
Man.
We could call people apps. When you connect with somebody, you log in with them. Yo, I'm logging in with you. What's up? How you doing? And you getting to know that being, and they're an app, they're a book. You open up the book, you're in their story.
Mo Better.
So that's the secret. The secret that is that Earth is not a planet. It is a plane of existence. It is a interface of the universe, of you. It is a dream simulation of you.
So why he didn't go to a tech college?
And you're not going to hear this anywhere on the internet. I mean, you might hear bits and pieces. You might, somebody said something like this.
He done took them infected needles from Dean.
My little program.
I keep trying to told you.
Don't try to take my little program.
Shout out to Miss Me 37 up in the building.
I want to be acknowledged. Okay? I want to be acknowledged for my little piece of information I added to the culture.
Uh-huh.
I want to be Nah, don't goddamn say, oh, somebody else said that. Or you got that. You got that from Bruce Lipton. I heard somebody call me Nature Lipton.
Your name is Eligio Willoughby.
But I want to honor my ego. Shit.
Eligio Prada Willoughby.
Me. So, anyway.
AKA
The earth.
Ferrari.
Your face.
Ferrari.
Here's the thing. Let's go back to the subject.
2 quarters.
You are here.
$50.
Operation of yourself to figure out. The game is to figure out how to create heaven on earth. Now, what's heaven?
Shout out back to Cynthia Scott. You already know what it is, man. The Livest Network, man. We don't do nothing but sit over here and laugh.
You have it your way.
We don't take none of this shit serious. Look at him. He high now. Look at him.
Make sure.
He high.
Here's the problem.
He on something.
It goes back to understanding the laws of nature. And this is where we got to back. We got to back. Because you can tell somebody, oh, I could just create anything, and you can have literally anything you want. You can manifest if you have what it takes, which means if you have the currency, which is attention. If you have the characteristics, you can manifest whatever you want if you focus your mind on it and you're willing to take if you're willing to overcome any obstacle that you might find
50
towards that. And if you talk about it and think about it enough and you overcome all the obstacles that it takes to get whatever you manifest, you can manifest it right here, right now. Just
50
paper and focus your mind on it enough.
Somebody say you wanted that 50
or harder to obtain. But now you would have to obtain. It's going to require more of you characteristically. So many people want things that are so valuable, but are not willing to work for them. We're not willing to don't understand the cosmic currency.
He should be the last one talking about somebody that's not willing to work for something.
Oh, cosmic currency.
He worked for that 50.
The cosmic currency is discipline. Self-control. Communicate. Can you communicate? If you don't have that, all right, so you're playing a video game, right? You have to have certain skills to get to a certain level to beat a certain thing to get what you want. So you have to get skills. So it's like, you just unlocked communication. So
50.
Right? You might not be the best communicator, but you hire someone or you have a friend that can speak in your behalf because you found communicator.
50.
You're not a good communicator. You realize that. Like, oh, look, I can't talk the way this person can talk, but I'm going to make friends with somebody that can. And guess what? They are me and they'll work for me and they'll do this for me. Why? Because they're my friend. So now you unlocked communication. And communication will be a key part in you being able to manifest what it is what you're trying to get. Now, here's the problem with manifesting.
Dean Allen Willoughby.
There's your will, and then there's the all's will. We call God's will, right? There's a calendar, there's a scheduled program that's going on. And you have to be in tune with what's going on and make sure that you manifesting and wishing for something that's going with the universe and its plan, or guess what?
50.
Manifest, no matter how much you took to manifest it, will crumble because it's not in tune with the all's plan. See, so many of us are manifesting things and then
50.
Because it's not in tune with what the all's plan is, which is your higher self. Your higher self has an all's plan. You're so stuck in your ego that you think the world revolves around you. The world revolves around all of us. All of us are you. So now when you make manifestations and plans that's selfish, they crumble in the end. Why? Because they were in tune with what the plan of the universe had for all of us. See, now, that was my problem when I first started manifesting. I could manifest anything I want because I have, you know what the key, you know what the richest thing is?
50.
One's mind. That is the rich, that is the true richness. The richness.
Like I say, guys, gals, gods, goddesses, we already know what it is over here, man. This is the Universal Make It Make Sense Network, man. Once again, man, with the presentation on that Fresh 50, Dean Willoughby, that old school ass fucking tape and what Clubfoot actually was doing for money, y'all. This is no cap whatsoever, okay? And like I say, you already know how when shit get hot for him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know how he be feeling. You know that motherfucker New York come up out of him. So until next time, make sure you keep that notification bell turned all the way up, and we're going to keep on going in on 50. You already know what it is, man. Drop and give me 50, man. It's nothing.